Alright, so continuing our journey on the scientific illustration. Next, we're going to learn how to draw a virus. Alright, something like the coronavirus. Okay, so we're going to start off with the ellipse tool, which is right over here, and you draw a circle. For now, I'll get rid of the fill over here, and I'm going to make the stroke to something bluish. Okay, now coming to the appearance panel over here, right now I have one stroke. Okay, if you remember, while we were drawing the nucleus, we added a stroke upon this, so we're going to do exactly that. I'm gonna first change this to 10 points so that I can see it properly, and I am going to add a new stroke on top of this. So now you have two strokes of the same path with a width of 10 points. Okay, now the bottom one, I'm going to change it to 20 points, just a double of the top one. You cannot see the difference right now because both of them are the same color. What you can do is select the top stroke and go to this. This is where you get the color guide, and reduce it. Choose a color which is a little bit lighter. Okay, now you can see the top and the bottom. So this can be our membrane. Okay, this can be the membrane of the virus. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to draw the spike protein. Okay, and that's what we have in the coronavirus. To do that, I'm going to hit the polygon tool, just click once, and you can select the number of sides you want the polygon to be. I want it to be 3. I'm going to hit OK. For the time being, I'm going to change the stroke width to 1 and the color to be something grayish. Now I want to flip this vertically, and I want the edges to be smoothened out. So I'm going to hit the direct selection tool over here, the white arrow, and hold on any of the points inside the triangle and pull it. Okay, so now we have a smoothened edged triangle. Okay, next we want the stem of the spike. For that, I'm going to use the rectangle tool, draw the stem like this. Okay, something like this. And what I want is, again, I don't want the rough edges at the bottom. The direct selection tool and make it smooth. I'm gonna pull this up a little bit. Now select all of it and go to the shape builder tool and merge both the shapes. Okay, now you have a complete shape which looks like the spike protein maybe. Reduce the size. This is okay, and put a color, maybe something like this. You can go to the color guide, change it to a lighter version. All right, now that's done. We can put it right over here, the dead center. It matches with the center. Now what we want is, we want to copy paste this particular spike protein throughout the circle so that we have many of them. One thing you can do is you can duplicate this, rotate this, and duplicate it again, rotate it, but this would be hectic. This would be a lot of work. We're going to do a shortcut. So select this and go to this menu, rotate. Okay, now once you select that, you have a little anchor point over here. Okay, you can see, I hope you can see the green anchor point over here. What you can do is you can find the center of the circle. Once you come to the center, the circle will be highlighted, and holding the Option key on your keyboard, just left click once and this menu will appear. Okay, now this is asking you for the angle at which you want your object to be rotated from the initial point. Alright, so what I want is I want to copy paste this throughout the circle. Okay, so if the total circle is 360 degrees and let's say I want 12 of these. Okay, so how many what should be the angle at which it should be rotated? So you don't have to do the math, Illustrator can do it for you. All you need to do is do 360 divided by 12, and this will be the angle at which it's going to be rotated. And don't hit OK, hit copy. Okay, so it's going to copy it over here. All right, now the best part is all you need to do is duplicate this like 12 times, or we already have 2, we will duplicate it 10 times more. So press Command D to keep on duplicating the spike protein, right? And this completes the circle. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with another protein which we would place in between the spike proteins. Okay, for that I'm just going to draw a small rectangle and make it like this. I'm going to increase the size a little bit, change the color over here, make it something lighter, maybe this, or maybe I can select a green color. All right, this looks okay. Again, the same thing, I'm going to place it right over here, rotate it a little bit so that it stays somewhere over here. I'm just eyeing it, it's not perfect though, but that's okay for now. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to select the rotate tool, find the center of the circle, where you got the center, and the same thing, 360 divided by 12, and I'm going to hit copy. Now I'm going to keep on duplicating this. Alright, so now we have the outer surface of the virus. Next we need to do is put in a DNA inside this and we're good to go. Or it can be a DNA or an RNA depending on the virus that you're drawing. So I'm going to put a DNA. Alright, so we'll just use the brush that we created in our last in our last video. So I'm going to draw a really curvy line. Okay, for that I'm going to take help of the pencil tool, and you can draw any kind of shape that you want, like this. Okay, and I'm going to go to the brush, select the brush, and you have the DNA right over there. And that's how you make a virus. Right, so I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye bye.